So I'm watching the Get Down as I prepare to head to Meridian, Mississippi for an old school concert, right? And what I am most impressed by is the purity of the art form. You know, I saw myself as somebody who was operating in this tradition. And that's not exactly what happened for me. Once upon a time, there were some kids from a small town in Mississippi who loved to rap and formed a group. And eventually, they got a chance to audition in front of a world famous rapper. And they got a record deal. They went to California, they recorded, they toured, they put out an album. Well, the album didn't do too well, but they remained friends, and they parted ways amicably. And here is what happens 25 years later when those kids are all grown up and stage a reunion performance. So after my relationship with Hammer's record label was severed and our group no longer existed, I kind of scratched an itch, which was to be an underground artist in Oakland, California. And I received what I needed from that community. I received kudos. You know, I won MC battles, and I was embraced, so that when I left California, even though I still rapped once I got back to Mississippi and re-enrolled at Jackson State University, a lot of that was completed for me. So that's not an area artistically where I feel like there's something more for me to do. But I feel like my partner, I feel like Terrence, maybe there is something more for him to do, and that's partly why he wants to do this concert. I think that it's possible that his itch didn't get scratched in that area. But I'll talk to him and we'll see. Well, I am up early in the airport, headed to Chicago and then to Mississippi to participate in the old school 90s throwback concert. I'm a seasoned performer, so I'm not really nervous about getting on stage, but I'm interested in remaining respectful of the process, because I know that even though I don't necessarily feel all positive feelings about dipping my toe back in the past to recover this music, that my partner and other people involved, that this means a lot to them. So I'm just trying to center myself and be accepting and remove snark and sarcasm, which are areas that I go to sometimes when I feel like I don't have power. But more on that later. Another piece of anxiety about going to Mississippi is riding on these small planes. Yep, oh my God. All right, the infamous Terrence Davis is in the building.
Stop it, baby. Yes, I am.
Hey. Good to see you. I'm fine. Great uneventful flight.
You said uneventful?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's all you asked for, right? What's that on your t-shirt?
Right, no problem. Oh, come on.
You serious?
Oh, 25th
serious?
anniversary, one cause, one effect.
Oh, you serious?
Okay, we got branding, we got logos, we got t-shirts. What you need? We got you.
Start off on your right.
Okay, so you do it your left.
I start off with my right. I start off with my right. Go to the left.
Yeah, okay, left. Okay,
And then the opposite. It's like, right.
Oh, y'all forgot to spin? I'm not doing you can spin? You can spin.
You got it back, way back.
I know. I'm surprised they still want to do that part.
No, we freestyle that hard.
Huh?
Me, us four, we gonna freestyle. They ain't gonna do it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Okay, wait. I want to ask y'all a couple of questions for my YouTube channel. So, my YouTube viewers are getting to know that I have this past in hip hop music, right? So, these are my homeboys and homegirls who rolled with us when we mysteriously got a record deal. Well, it wasn't mysterious. We were pretty talented kids, right?
Right.
But what do you, come on, Wayne. Just briefly, what do you remember about that time? How do you remember hearing about getting involved with Hammer? Like, what happened?
Well, pretty much, with Darcy Stennis, bringing us back in the back when Hammer came to Meridian.
Okay, yeah.
Came back in the back. Matter of fact, it's back in his ballroom.
It was.
And we performed for him then. And then after that, he got you and Terrence, and the rest is history after then. And then we got paid.
Right, so yeah, I mean, he's talking about, there was we had a classmate who we called Peanut, and his mother used to promote concerts in town, and MC Hammer came, and we asked her so nicely, could you please get us backstage? And she said yes. And you know what I remember? 357 were over his shoulder, and they were watching us. We played our little boom box, we did our little song, and then we heard the good news. So what have y'all been doing since then?
Working and take care of family.
Working and taking care of family. So you still live here in Meridian?
Yeah, I do.
And Wayne lives here in Meridian as well.
That's right.
But honey, what about you?
I live in Virginia.
Virginia is for lovers. So it's amazing to, kind of reunite. It's a little shocking, actually. I think I'm still kind of in shock that this is actually happening. And they got t-shirts, too. So let me go over here to the DJ. Thank y'all so much. DJ stands for doing the most. All right. This is DJ Art of the Wheels. Turntable Genius. You know what? This is what I'll say about Art. Nowadays, as we know, there's a machine, right, that can mix the tempo for you, and you can run everything through the computer. So there isn't really a need to cut, scratch, or mix. Maybe the last bit of talent needed is song selection, because you can still be garbage by picking the bad songs. But now, I mean, it does everything else for you. Art is a true B-boy, because you were in the Floor Masters, right?
Yep.
Right, we used to have this dance crew culture in Mississippi too. People don't believe this about Mississippi, but you know what I'm saying? We were strong with the hip hop. So Art was in the Floor Masters.
Yep,
now, how did you transition to DJing?
In New Orleans. That's
Okay.
what I did at first.
Oh, you DJ before you danced?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I was a DJ then. Then, dancing was so, I wanted
you
to
were
learn
good at
something
it.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to learn something else. So, I wanted the whole B-boy thing, turbo with the thing.
Right.
Breaking, pop locking. So, DJing, you just standing there playing music.
Okay.
So I wanted to be up front, like Soul Train.
Yeah. So, eventually we linked up with Art, and he became our DJ. And our original group name was the Sonic MCs. So, it's just good to come back to your hometown where people supported. They really, really supported us. So we just missing Jimmy, right?
Yep, that's it. And I think he's coming.
Yeah, I know he's coming.
Yeah.
I know he's coming. First, introduce yourself.
What up? This is Low Star, Mr. One Time for my city, Mr. Keep 'em, Mr. Movie
Baby.
All
that, the list goes on, you know what I'm saying? Google me.
Right. Straight out of Western Garden.
Yeah, Western Garden Rage, you know what I'm saying? I remember when I was 8 years old, Treasure came out the Boys and Girls Club, shout out to Mr. Hood, and she just told us about the rap game and the music industry and everything was going on. It was a beautiful thing, not knowing right now, today, at this point in time, that it will be, we sharing the same stage at the temple.
Oh my God.
It's a beautiful thing. It's finna be on 10.
It is a beautiful thing.
It is. I gotta get in here with you because
this the timeline show. This what we call it from then to now.
Right.
We just back then before this rap, they was doing their thing. So like, and it branched out to where we doing our thing now. So it's all coming from the same place, same book, different chapters.
All right, Angie B has arrived.
You finding good?
Morton, Mississippi's on. Morton, Mississippi's on in the building, baby.
So tell me about what you've been doing in Atlanta.
God, look, feed my face when I'm.
You finding good?
I heard you going on tour though, for real.
Hell yeah, I'm doing the international.
Take my breath away. Don't know what to say. Yeah. It's love, really know that it's love. It's love, really know that it's love. It's
somebody who makes it work like that. Let me hear you say, ow. Say, ow.
So weak and so kind, so gentle is simple, not only physical but mental, as our bodies clean with emotions and real. You lock on my shoulders to find them hard and still. Slowly.
It's post-show. It was a great show.
Awesome show.
We're about to go in here and get something smothered and covered. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm feeling good. Tonight was a good night, and this is a great end to it.
Yes.
One cause, one effect, forever.
Forever, for sure.
I help the college-bound kids of busy parents write incredible college admittance essays. Find me on Facebook. Let's get together and see how we can help your college-bound screenager achieve her goals. I'm Treasure Shields Redmond. Follow me on Facebook.